Welcome to the Driveway Beers podcast with Mike and Alex. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you enjoy the show. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share on any platform that you're listening on. All right, welcome back to another show. This is going to be our Thanksgiving / holiday episode. So happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving.
Alex is going to sing Christmas songs for you.
I think we'd lose the 3 subscribers we have if I did that.
We get negative.
Yeah, but we might add like 5,000 because of this angelic voice.
Yeah.
So,
What was the guy on America's Got, or not the singing show? God, I'm getting old.
American Idol?
Yeah.
Ruben Sutter?
No. What was his name? Hung?
William Hung.
Yeah. She bang. He was terrible. Everyone knows who he is.
He got his 5 hours of fame.
Yeah. I mean, 20 years ago, we're still talking about it.
Right.
So.
I could be, I can't even remember the person that, what was that? Susan? The one from like British America's Got Talent or something? Or the British American Idol? And she had she looked like a lump, but had like a great voice.
Yeah, she was like really good.
Yeah. That's not me. I'm the opposite. I look fantastic, but my voice is shit.
I look like shit and my voice is shit. So.
I mean, you must be hung like a moose then.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how I do it.
When the other two aren't around, you got to have the third one, the third leg.
They call me tripod.
Right.
Nobody calls me that.
It's a good start to the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we'll start with Thanksgiving. This is going to come out, I want to say the week before or just the week after. I forgot which one. I don't even know.
I think week before. I think we're about 2 weeks away from.
Well, yeah, but we got the beer one coming up too.
Oh yeah.
So it's like we haven't recorded the beer one, but I think we're probably gonna release the beer episode before this one.
Yeah.
I think so. The 22nd or 29th is when this one will come out. 22nd puts it before Thanksgiving. 29th puts it out after Thanksgiving.
Right.
Probably before. Mm-hmm. Because we said Happy Thanksgiving. We don't do that after. Like Happy Belated Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
So we'll do it before.
Gesundheit.
I didn't want to sneeze right into the microphone. Whew. That one caught me off guard. Little pee came out. All right. Well, that's a lot of information for people that didn't want to know. All right. It'll probably come out on the 22nd. So happy Thanksgiving before Thanksgiving to all of you. We've alluded to Thanksgiving food before on this show.
Yeah. And how I don't like it.
I couldn't. All right. When you first told me this, I couldn't fathom it.
Yeah.
Because of how much I love the Thanksgiving food.
Turkey doesn't do it for me.
Doesn't do it for you.
It's boring.
Well, you have another reason though.
Yeah, the food poisoning when I was 9.
See, that's probably that one's something more people can be like, oh.
But think, first of all, a turkey's a big stupid bird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about the noble wild turkey. I'm talking about the dumb turkey injected full of steroids and antibiotics that you get from the supermarket, and you take it home, and then to make it edible, you have to brine it for 24 hours and do all this crap to it. And I'm like, is it really worth it? I can make a bone-in rib roast, and all I have to do is throw salt and pepper on it, and it's delicious. Don't have to do anything to it except cook it. Except this stupid turkey, and everyone gets all fired up about the turkey. Not worth it. It's overrated. It's the Jay Cutler of poultry. Just like lobster's the Jay Cutler of shellfish.
But look, now that Jay Cutler's retired, everyone loves him.
I got to find a new overrated quarterback.
Everyone loves him.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Jay Cutler now.
Yeah. So who's the new overrated?
He was misunderstood the whole time.
Who's the new overrated quarterback?
Ryan Tannehill.
Okay.
But people like him, though. At least Jay Cutler wasn't great, and people hated him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think anyone's got that combo going for him right now.
Yeah, I need to find another.
Like maybe Deshaun Jackson a little bit because of his scandals, but he's not even playing right now, so you can't really hate the guy because he's not
doing anything.
Maybe Pat Mahomes. Because
I like Pat Mahomes. He won a Super Bowl.
But his brother's kind of a putz.
Oh.
So people don't like him because of his brother.
So Pat Mahomes is the noble wild turkey, and his brother is the dumb big stupid bird that full of steroids and
Yeah.
antibiotics and
That everyone wants to go away.
yeah.
Yeah. Like, can you please kick your undesirable brother back to
Right.
the house and enjoy your riches, please?
Yeah.
Because people don't really understand, like, those boys were raised rich because their dad is Pat Mahomes,
Yeah, played
baseball.
yeah.
He was like a big time reliever for the Minnesota Twins for years. Had a long baseball career as a reliever.
Yeah.
So they had all of the best trainings, which is funny. So Pat became a great athlete, an NFL superstar. What's the brother's excuse?
I don't know.
What's Jackson's excuse? He ended up being a TikTok star. I'm sure his parents are proud of him. Goes around dancing on logos.
Ugh.
Like, oh, you were horrible.
Yeah.
Like, why couldn't you have been Mr. Beast? Right?
Yeah.
Have you
but
seen Mr. Beast, by the way?
the kids watch it?
So Mr. Beast, all right.
Like gives money out to people?
Like, that's basically the premise of his whole show.
Yeah.
He does things for other people, or he makes his friends do stupid stuff for money.
Right.
Like the whole, like, keep your hand on a cube of $1 million, and the person to take their hand off loses.
Okay.
But, like, it's always got to do with, like, at the end of the day, someone's life got better.
Yeah.
Because they got a whole buttload of cash.
Yeah.
Or a car. Or the groceries got paid for. Or he said, whatever you can fit in this triangle that I put, this taped triangle on the floor, whatever things you can put in this triangle without it touching the edges, I'll pay for it. So he pays like $5,000 worth of electronics and games.
Yeah.
But that's the premise of his whole show.
Right.
He also, I guess his big claim to fame was when he did a real life version of Squid Games.
Okay.
So he recreated it. So he found 100 people. They wore the tracksuits, they had numbers on them, and then eventually there was a winner.
Yeah.
And I think they won like $1 million or something like that.
Oh.
So that's the basic premise of his show.
Right. Not
It's good-hearted fun, not like the Jake Paul crap where they like torment somebody.
yeah.
So he's like a young kid who older people like because he does good stuff with his money. And it was funny though because he was like, he had done YouTube for years, and then he was like, I found out that the more money I gave away, the more views I got, so the more money I made.
Yeah.
So he's like,
kept
giving money away was a way to get more money.
It's like a jet engine. The faster it goes, the faster it goes.
Yeah. So Jackson Mahomes, I wish he would slowly slide out.
Yeah. So
You're not Mr. Beast. Your parents don't like you. Okay. Besides that, all right. So Thanksgiving food. All right. You're not a fan of the turkey. See, me, love the turkey.
so I just
I don't brine it. I don't do any of that stuff.
so my wife's aunt, who she used to own a restaurant, she had a catering company, very sophisticated palate. She I was over at my in-laws' house and I was cooking the turkey, and I pulled it out and I just kind of gave this look like, ugh. And she goes, "What's wrong?" She goes, "What's wrong? It looks fine." I said, "Yeah, I just don't like turkey." And she goes, "People who like food don't like turkey." And it made perfect sense. Like, it's not my thing. I would rather, if given the choice between a Thanksgiving feast or a large number one with a Coke from McDonald's, I'm going with a Big Mac.
See, for me, I eat turkey twice a year, other than lunch meat. I eat turkey twice a year, Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah. Did you eat it because you like it, or you eat it because you think you have to?
I do like it. I like dark meat turkey. I'm not a white meat fan, but I'm also not a white meat chicken fan.
Right.
I'm a dark meat fan.
Maybe I should switch over to the dark meat on the turkey.
It's delicious. And now here's the way I do it though, and all the cooking purists are gonna hate me. I cook it in a bag,
Okay.
a plastic bag. I put the turkey in the bag on a bed of carrots, celery, and onions.
Okay.
And a little bit of flour. The flour comes in later though for the roux,
Yeah.
if you want to make gravy. I flip it upside down, so breast side down. So the legs and the wings are sticking up in the air.
And then all the juice runs from not all of it, but enough of it goes down to the breast to make it edible.
Correct. And now before I put it in on the outside, I take some butter and I rub it on the skin so
Okay.
it crisps up a little bit. And then I cut 2 holes. I put slabs of butter underneath the skin.
Yeah.
Get a little more moisture in there, a little more, fat is flavor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll sprinkle salt, pepper, paprika. That's it.
Okay.
And I put it in the bag, close the bag, and generally for an 18-pound turkey, it's in there for 2.5 hours and it's done.
Oh wow. Okay.
So it's not a 4 or 5 hour day. None of that crap.
See, if I'm gonna cook something for 4, 5, 6 hours,
yeah.
it's going to be a brisket or it's going to be a pork butt, and I'm going to enjoy it.
Look, I do this. I put it in around noon. Well, probably closer to 1 for 2.5 hours. So it's ready by 3:30. I pull it out at 3:30. I let it rest. Carving it up. We're ready to eat by 4:30. But in the hour from the time I take it out to when I'm cutting it, that's when all the sides go in. Because all my sides are basically no cook sides.
Okay.
So, for example, I'll do candied yams.
Okay.
Now, candied yams, I buy the can. I open the can, dump them out, smash them because they come in chunks. I put them in with salt, pepper, a little bit of pepper though, not much. Salt, a little bit of pepper. Put them in the oven in a baking dish, get them hot, right? Then I pull them out, put butter on them.
Okay.
Melt the butter on them. Then I pull them out. I pull it out again. Little marshmallows on top, all over. So it's like a marshmallow sweet potato casserole.
Okay. Not good for you, but
No, God no, hell no. None of this is gonna be good for you. All right. Then stuffing. You literally open up the breadcrumb pack. It's like cubes.
Yeah.
Like I buy like that thing. I put them in a baking tin. I take the juice from the turkey, squirt it all over, get enough moisture, put it in the oven, let it soak all up. 30 minutes, done.
okay.
Add moisture as needed. All right. So all my sides take about 30 minutes max. The only one that may take a little more time is my rice. My rice is special. Learned it from my grandmother. Everybody probably already knows this recipe though. This is not a secret recipe. You take 1 stick of butter in the pot or in the saute pan. Is it a saute pan? What's the one? It's like it's not like this, but it's like flat up the sides.
How like is it deep?
No, not really. It's maybe like an inch, 2 inches deep.
It's got a frying pan.
Pretty much, kind of, yeah. Except it's not like frying pan. Kind of like
Flares out.
Yeah, flares out. This is
Yeah.
like straight up, and it's got the handle. So you got a handle and then like a little lifting thing on the front,
Yeah.
so you can move it around.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so I melt a whole stick of butter, and I brown some orzo in there. Takes about 5 minutes to brown the orzo. Then I take 4 cups of chicken stock.
Okay.
Pour that in. 2 cups of rice. Well, after it comes to a boil, 2 cups of rice. Down to medium heat, light boil. Cover it up.
Yeah.
It takes about 30 minutes. Rice soaks everything up. Stir, stir, stir. You take the top off. Let all the excess moisture come out. Turn off the heat. Lid on. Ready for whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold its heat. Nice.
That's my 3 sides.
Okay.
While I'm doing all that, I'm carving the turkey. So that way, after that hour is done, everything's all done, turkey's on the table. Now, the turkey, if no one likes it, I don't care.
Right.
Because I like it that way, and that's the way I'm eating it. If people don't want it,
And you cooked it.
out you go. Right? But I like turkey. But I mean, look, to me, turkey tastes like chicken with some extra tryptophan.
I'm not a big chicken fan either. So last year we did Cornish game hens.
Okay.
So everyone got their own Cornish game hen.
You medieval times them.
And prior to prior to cooking them, you had 2 options. You could either have your Cornish game hen smoked on the smoker, or you could have it roasted in the oven. So it's about a 50-50 split. For most everyone, I won one person over. So now smoked is beating roasted. I think there's only 3 roasted left. Everyone else wants theirs smoked.
How many are we talking?
So it was I just did so last year it was just my in-laws, mother and father-in-law, sister-in-law, and then the 5 of us. So it's just 8 of us.
Okay. So you got five in the smoker, 3 in the oven.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but that year when I did it, I only smoked 3 of them. But now I won over 2.
All right.
So now I can use my small electric smoker for 4. So if I'm going to go to 5, I'm going to have to use the big smoker.
You got to fire it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which it's a propane smoker. It's not hard.
Right.
It just doesn't have the app.
It's a special day. You should do it anyway.
Yeah. But I also have a turkey fryer.
Yeah.
But here's the thing with frying turkeys. First of all, I'm convinced that I'm going to be the one that sets the neighborhood on fire.
Yep.
And then, but I have this turkey fryer. I have all the oil because I save every time I use it. I save the oil.
Sure.
It's peanut oil. It holds. I mean, the smoker must hold, 6 gallons of oil. Like it's, but then you can't get a bird that's too big because then you run the risk of overflow. So what I may do this year, and I do like deep fried turkey, but I don't like it enough to say it's worth doing all this work to acquire it. So, it's one of those things where I may do it. I may get a small turkey and the Cornish hens and kind of do it that way. Almost like the turducken route that, except without the chicken or the duck. But, I guess the Cornish hens count as.
So you're going to deep fry the Cornish hens and the turkey?
No, I think what I'm going to end up doing is just smoking Cornish hens and screwing the turkey.
Okay.
Because it's cool. The kids all want a drumstick. Now they have their whole own little bird.
Right.
I don't have to get an extra drumstick because some kid's going to take 3 bites out of it.
All right. So speaking about that, all right. Well, first, the frying the turkey, I'm with you. I don't want to burn down the neighborhood. 2, I've never had a fried turkey I liked.
Okay.
It just hasn't happened.
Yeah.
I don't know whether the way people cooked it, what.
So when
it doesn't do anything for me, right? To me, it kind of the wings dry out, so the wings now become a little bit useless.
Yeah.
The legs, I mean, the dark meat that I like ends up tasting worse than it would if you would have roasted.
I don't know if the juice is worth the squeeze on it.
Right. I don't think it is.
And coming from someone that doesn't really like the turkey anyway,
yeah,
I'm kind of like, I'd rather do the Cornish game hens. I think it's a more flavorful meat. And let's just go that way with the little guys.
Right.
Everyone gets their own. It's cute. Mm-hmm. They're not that expensive.
No.
I
like that idea.
Yeah.
As an alternative, I like it.
Yeah. It's cool. They're these little tiny. They're cute.
Yeah.
Like it's a little pudgy belly, and
I mean, I probably need like 4 of them, but I get your point.
Yeah. Well, I do. The thing is, I eat the whole thing myself.
Right.
And then I take all the bones from everywhere and I make broth out of it.
Yes.
And I do. So I make this, and this is where it comes in with smoking chickens or anything. I call it smoked chicken soup. So I use all the smoke that the chicken or game hen picks up from smoking ends up in the broth flavor. So when you eat when you make that chicken soup later,
yeah,
you're actually getting that smoke.
Sure, yeah.
So,
see, I'm also I'm not a big fan of smoked stuff.
Yeah.
And I think it's because I botched a smoked turkey one year. So I did try and smoke a turkey. Now, here's how I did it though, because I don't have a smoker.
Yeah.
Okay. So because I see you give me the inquisitive eyes, like,
right.
What do you mean you smoke something? You don't have that. You don't have that capability.
Right. Would you roll it up and smoke it?
It would have been better that way. Sure. I decided to use my Weber grill.
Okay.
And I lit the coals on fire, and then now I'm using regular charcoal for this, which was dumb. And I'll get to that later. So first the coals go on fire when they're white hot. I put them out to the edges of the thing, and I took the turkey in the cooking tin, and I put that in the middle. All right, so it's indirect heat.
Right.
Everything's going great, right? Problem is, my coals are getting cold.
It's hard to control. Yeah.
after a couple hours. So now I'm adding coals, and they're lighting up just fine. But the problem is because they're matchlight coals.
It's got that fluid flavor.
Got the fluid flavor.
Yeah.
And it got that coal, smoky smell way too much on it. So like, as I'm eating it, I'm wanting to throw up.
Yeah.
Like the smell of it was just over the top smoky.
Because you're eating kerosene.
Yeah, basically. Yes. I'm surprised more people than just like, and everyone's like, oh no, this is great. This is good. Like my wife wants me to do it again. I'm like, God, wow. Like the way I did, like, don't get me wrong, it was cooked. But like, you just.
I wonder if you could do, if you had a small turkey, and I've done this, I love it. So have you ever had beer can chicken?
Yes.
Do beer can turkey.
The only problem is that the turkey,
It's too tall.
it's too tall.
So you,
The dome's not big enough.
or I wonder if you could spatchcock a turkey. Do you ever spatchcock a chicken?
No, I don't even know what that is.
Okay, so spatchcock, yeah. So a spatchcock, you cut out the bird's spine.
Okay.
So you have to cut the spine out, which means you need a decent pair of kitchen shears. You go now the rib bones, they're really light. It's easy to cut through. So you just have to cut through one side, the spine, cut through the other side. You flip it over and you smash it. You kind of crack everything flat. It cooks faster, and then you could lay that on the grill. But what I would do is I would take the coals and slide, rather than having them around the edges, I would pile them on one side.
Right.
So then you get circulation, and you can control the heat using the vents.
Right.
And that'll just run. You put rub on it, however you want to do it. But I wonder, a spatchcocked turkey is going to be really big. It's going to be like the size of this table.
Right.
So
The one thing I might try and do is I stumbled across a cooking YouTube channel, and essentially what he did was he carved up the turkey raw
okay,
and basically roasted it. So he browned it with he used avocado oil to get that high heat, and he put it skin side down
okay,
to basically brown it in the pan, and then he takes the pan and puts it in the oven and cooks it the rest of the way
with vegetables and stuff like that.
So the vegetables. So essentially, like the reason why he carved it because then he takes the carcass, the neck, the giblets, all that stuff, puts it in a stock to make turkey stock
Okay,
with the vegetables and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So he puts the carrots and the foie gras. It all goes in there. But he doesn't use any of it. So like after the stock is drained, and then he turns the stock into a roux and then a gravy.
yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to do it. I mean, it looks better
So
than
it's
how I present.
almost so. Look up a dish. It's called it's chicken bon femme. It's a French dish, and they'll say poulet bon femme, which is it's essentially translates to chicken, good woman's chicken. And it's a country French dish. So it's kind of like you brown the skin, you take a chicken, and in this case it would be a turkey, and then you just brown the skin in a heavy, if you have a big cast iron pan or a Dutch oven, you add some bacon to it so you get some more fat in there. Put the vegetables in it, like into the pan after you're done browning the meat, or browning the skin. Put the whole thing in the oven, but it's all cut up.
Right.
So, and that it's got a nice skin. You put some rosemary and thyme in there, like your typical poultry seasonings. Some onions, carrots, potatoes. It's delicious. That might be a way I'd like turkey.
I'm not a big rosemary and thyme fan or sage.
Well, you
or any of that
could
stuff.
do whatever.
I usually do salt, pepper, garlic salt, garlic powder, and paprika. That's
Okay.
usually mine.
Yeah.
That's usually my rub that
Yeah.
I'll put on there ahead of time. So it was funny though. The year I did the smoked turkey, I also did a regular turkey in a bag, like I normally do.
And you like the
I
bag turkey better?
I like the bag turkey. I've always liked it because I hate dry turkey.
Yeah.
And no matter, maybe I just I didn't go to a place where it was cooked great. But I always felt like the white meat was dry. And in my family, the dark meat was like what everyone ate. So as a dark meat eater, I actually, so, and as I got older, because I would never get like the leg or the thigh or whatever,
Yeah.
as I got older, and I've got some of my family members that also eat dark meat that come to my house, I started buying the extra package of legs and thighs.
Okay.
Because we always had enough white meat.
Yeah.
And we never had enough dark meat. So then I would just I would just bake those anyway.
Okay.
But the main turkey I would do in the bag.
Right.
It was funny though, like when you had mentioned that you weren't gonna do the extra legs and the thighs, and I was like, I've done that.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll probably do it again this year just to make sure I have one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm thinking about doing the way that guy did it, but at the same time, like doing it in the bag is so easy because you don't have to baste it. Mm-hmm. You don't have to. Like, you literally just once you get the rub done and all that other stuff, like with the butter and all and the seasonings, you literally just put it ass up in the bag with the celery, carrots, and onions, and you just leave it in there for 2.5 hours until it's ready.
Yeah.
And the only other thing I've done is I'll usually open the bag, suck out the juices, flip the bird over so it's skin side up, and I'll cook it for another like 10-15 minutes
To
brown
that,
brown the skin.
Yeah, so one year we went to a friend's house for, well, did they come to us? We had a big Friendsgiving thing. This is before anyone had kids. Mm-hmm. So someone cooked a turkey upside down. So there's actually there's a rack you can buy that'll hold the turkey up out of the juice. And so that bottom part doesn't get all soggy and nasty, which I can't stand that part either.
Yeah.
So the it almost air fries it.
Right.
Which is cool because it's just in the oven and the air is just moving around it. So kind of all the skin all the way around it gets that nice crisp on it. And I'm starting to get hungry, even though we're talking about turkey, which I hate. But did I ever tell you about one of the best Thanksgivings ever?
No.
Okay. So there's two.
Okay.
The first one was we had just moved. I was in high school and we moved and my parents had a house built. So we moved in. We moved in the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So nothing was there. My aunt and uncle and cousins come over, and we had pizza and Chinese and chicken wings, and it was the best thing. That was number one. Mm-hmm. Number two was we were in New York, and the turkey wasn't defrosted when it went in the oven. And I'm not gonna throw shade on whoever did this. It was not me, but it wasn't cooking, and everyone's like freaking out. But we do the big Italian Thanksgiving where you have the first course, essentially dinner, of pasta. And then there's a ham, and then there's the turkey. But everyone wanted some sort of poultry. Mm-hmm. So I called up. I said, "Well, this is Long Island. There's no Popeyes around here. Popeyes is superior fried chicken to KFC, but there's a KFC." So I called them up and said, "Hey, y'all open?" And the guy said, "Yep." I said, "All right, I need 4 buckets of chicken." He goes, "Turkey didn't get done." I said, "Yep." So I ran up there. I got 4 buckets of KFC. And I was like, I'm in heaven.
Right.
Because here I am eating fried chicken.
Yeah.
Everyone else is kind of like, this is the worst Thanksgiving ever. I'm like, nope, this is the best. You want to eat that? So
more for me, fools.
Yeah. So, and I don't eat fried chicken nearly as much as I should. Because I love it.
My old age, man, I swear to God, everything I used to love is starting to just turn on me. So if I eat fried chicken, and I've tried different ones. I've tried Royal Farms. I've tried Green Valley. I tried KFC, Popeyes, whatever. Dude, it hurts my stomach up. And I don't know if it's the breading or if it's like the skin underneath the breading or if it's like the fat they leave on it. I don't know what
it's worth it. I'm doing it. I'm going to do it.
I can't.
So, yeah. You can walk into Popeyes. Just the inside of every Popeyes has like a film of grease everywhere.
Yeah. You walk in,
you're like slipping.
You can't see. You're trying to just stay on your feet,
and your feet are just moving out. It's like, why am I used to be 6 feet tall. Why am I 5'6" now?
Right.
Or, oh wait, because my feet are sliding out. I'm like, it's like I'm making a save at Madison Square Garden here.
Right. And then you realize, and then you're like, oh my God, I don't want to touch this floor.
Yeah. Like, crap, I got to figure this out.
Like, can I get some booties over here? But for my shoes?
Yeah.
Am I got grippies?
I love the and I'll get like the 3-piece, all dark. What, don't you want a breast? Nope.
No.
I want 2 thighs and a drumstick. Do it up. Or the 4-piece.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I grill up some drumsticks, and like it doesn't matter the marinade, I will crush drumsticks. Like if I get like the huge, like, I don't know, what do they come in, like 30 packs of drumsticks from like the grocery store? Because the kids like them.
Yeah.
I'll let it, like, they get like 2 each. My wife eats like 2 or 3. Well, yeah, that leaves
18
for me. I'm just like,
So I smoked a bunch of chicken quarters.
Yeah.
So it was a drum thigh quarter. And my wife is not a dark meat fan.
really?
But she loved it. And the one I made for her, like, she was working, and when she came back, like, we'd already eaten, so it was just, I put it in one of the partition containers with the sides. So yeah, your dinner's in the fridge if you want it. If you don't like it, I don't be offended. And she loved it. I was shocked that she liked it. So, like, man, the only problem is those chicken quarters, they come in packs of 4.
Yeah.
I have 5 people.
Right.
So now it's like, I got to do 8 of them, which, okay, I can probably eat 2, but nobody else is eating 2.
Not yet.
Yeah. No, when they get bigger, 3 boys, I'm going to have to get 3 of those.
3.
I mean, we used to get 2 pizzas.
Yeah.
For like, we used to get 1 pizza, and now we're like, oh, let's get 2. We'd have pizza left over. And around here, of course, Spizzico and Bella has the Monday night special. So it's like, okay, we'll get 2. And it's amazing. All the kids that are eating pizza for lunch on Tuesday at school, it's like everyone's eating. So you take a slice off for each kid. Well, now, like, the kids there's no leftover pizza. They're crushing it. Each kid's good for 2 or 3 slices. I mean, you guys got to slow down.
Right.
And then Logan's getting bigger, so he's eating more. So, yeah.
But like, so I was just trying to think. Like, so with the chicken quarters, I was gonna say, with the drumsticks or thighs, one way, and my brother-in-law is the one that kind of turned me on to this, and I'm sure everyone else already knows this. So what I do is I marinate them in zesty Italian dressing, and I cook them on the grill with that.
Oh yeah.
But then I found the key of it, though, because we were like, you don't really taste it so much after it's been kind of grilled off a little bit. So you do the old chicken wing method.
Okay.
Where you take a little bit of you take some of the Italian dressing, you put it in a bowl, and then you toss after it's off the grill, you toss it.
Spin them.
Yeah, you toss them, yeah. And you get the flavor back.
Okay.
So, I mean, don't get me wrong, they taste great with the marinade.
Yeah.
But after you grill it, it's kind of like a lot of the flavor's gone, so you really don't taste it as much. So if you just take a little bit and you just toss it real quick in them, you get all the flavor back. And that was like, I've noticed that with like a lot of marinades. Like, I feel like the marinade mostly cooks off. And only some, like, even if I've marinated it for like 12 hours, I feel like it doesn't penetrate the meat that much. So I need that extra little oomph to it to make sure I'm getting the flavor in there.
No, so I kind of do the same thing. Like, I take a Greek salad to lunch pretty much every day at work with me, and I marinate chicken thighs in. So if you haven't done it, do it. 5 stars, highly recommend. Gazebo Room Greek salad dressing and marinade, and you can get it at Green Valley. Stuff's awesome. And so I'll grill it. It keeps everything nice and moist. Now, they're thighs anyway, so they're moist. But the reason I started using thighs is because they reheat.
Right.
Breasts don't reheat, and it just tastes like
they dry out, yeah.
So, but then for the salad, the dressing I use is actually Gazebo Room Greek, the same stuff. So the chicken's getting some. So it's kind of the same thing, but we're adding vegetables and onions and,
So with your here's a good question. With your salad meat, do you like, when you're ready to eat it, do you like the meat cold or hot?
So I reheat. I don't want it piping hot because it wilts the lettuce. So usually what I'll do is I want it warmed up in the microwave a little bit just to kind of get the juices flowing again.
Okay.
That's all I'm doing.
Right.
I'm trying to take the chill off so it's not just these hard, like, rubber chunks.
Nugget, yeah.
But it's just kind of getting it those juices flowing. So yeah, you can tell the difference in temperature.
Yeah.
It's not ice cold, but no, I don't want it super hot.
So one more reason I love Costco, and you're like, why the hell are you bringing up Costco? They have these Greek chicken skewers,
Okay.
pre-made. You just got to either heat them up or eat them cold.
Okay.
Be perfect for what you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
Because so my wife, when she takes salad, she'll literally just takes the fork, scrapes the chicken off the skewer,
Okay.
puts it in her salad, and now she doesn't have to cook the chicken.
I'm doing it.
It's like ready-made like Greek chicken.
Yeah.
And she puts she gets the feta cheese and
Yeah, that's what I do.
She basically does tossed salad with feta cheese. Calls it, and she puts the Greek olives in there.
Me too. Yep.
And the she likes the manzanilla.
Manzanilla.
One with the pimento in there.
Yeah, that's what I do. They're essentially cocktail olives.
Yeah. So she puts those in. She has a bunch of olives, some cucumbers, the feta cheese.
We're
the
like
lettuce.
this. That's like the same lunch.
And then she scrapes, and then she just takes this Greek chicken from Costco, and they give you like 2 packs of it, so it lasts more than the week. Plus, my daughters eat it,
Yeah.
and it's grilled chicken,
Yeah.
but it tastes good.
That's life changing.
It is.
I'm going there on Saturday.
No food prep.
Yeah.
They do it for you.
Yeah.
And it's like $6 for like the 2 pack.
That's all. That's yeah.
It's cheaper than you can buy the chicken for.
Right, and then get the salad dressing and marinade, and then have to do it.
Bingo.
Yeah, because that's the same. I do red onion, feta, cucumbers, and the olives, and I get like the spring mix. So
Sure,
I like the
okay.
different type. I like the spinach and the different types of greens in there.
I'm a romaine guy.
Okay, so is my wife. She wants romaine and iceberg.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to. It's pretty much like a vessel. It's not. She doesn't want to taste it.
See, I love spinach cooked. I
Okay.
don't like it as a leafy green. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I'll do it either way.
Wonder what bums me out about spinach. So you buy the spinach in the bag, right? Mm-hmm. Have you ever cooked it?
That goes to nothing.
Yeah.
You cook that whole bag.
You get like maybe half a cup for. I'm thinking the bag's going to give us all a little portion of spinach.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I need to buy 4 bags because we're all going to stuff down. I'm talking like the big bag too.
Yeah.
Not like the small. I need 4 big bags, and of course, you put it in the pan. That pan I was talking about. One bag fits in the pan
Yeah.
for like 3 seconds, and then it just wilts down to nothing.
You gotta add another
I
one.
got to put another bag. I'll put 4 bags in there.
Yeah.
And then I'll toss it with some butter and some garlic and all this other stuff. It tastes. I love it. I love the taste.
Oh yeah.
I just there's got to be a solution. Like, can someone, put some steroids on the spinach?
Plant steroids.
Right, yeah. I mean, come on. Like, we're putting it in the meat. Let's put it in the vegetable. Look, you're already putting all the pesticides crap in the vegetables. Can we?
Yeah.
Can you make them bigger for
Let's
me?
get them swole.
Like with the beets, I go to the farm stand because they got the swole beets.
Yeah.
If I go to the grocery store, they got the little beets.
Yeah.
By the way, beets, fantastic food for the fall. You take the beet, cut off the beetroot, you wrap and you wrap it with the skin still on it.
Okay.
You wrap it in tin foil. Mm-hmm. You put it in the oven, 400 degrees for an hour,
Almost like a baked potato.
pretty much. And they come out soft and sweet. And I like them with a little bit of salt, but I also like them with goat cheese.
I've only ever eaten a canned beet.
Yeah, if you get the opportunity, go down to, I think they got them at Deals
Okay.
over by the library in Savannah Park
Yeah, right there near
by Adam's Ribs.
Yeah.
They're right outside there. I think they have them or some other vegetable stands because this is the prime time. Fall is
Yeah.
the prime time for beets.
Yeah.
Fall, winter, they still grow. Mm-hmm. Man, if you can get the big ones, an hour in the oven. And again, you don't got to do nothing. You just got to wrap it up in tinfoil, put it in. Now it's going to be steaming hot though, so watch your fingers when you pull it out.
How much butter do you put on it?
I don't.
Oh wow.
I literally just you got to peel the skin off after it's hot, but it usually just comes right off.
Okay.
And I literally just slice it. Mm-hmm. I just want it with salt. I think it's delicious with a little bit of salt on
You
it.
ever mess with turnips? That's another tuber, another fall.
No, but I do radishes.
Okay, I love radishes.
Radishes are ridiculously good.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I usually saute them in butter and salt. Butter makes everything better.
Butter does make everything better.
Yeah. But so I'll cut them, not too thin. Mm-hmm. But the first thing I do is, because I like them softer, So I kind of steam them in a pan first with a lid on it. Mm-hmm. So I put a little bit of water in, put the lid on, let them steam for like 5 minutes, and then I'll saute them so they're nice and soft.
Okay, yeah,
and I'll saute them with the butter.
Yeah,
and I'll sprinkle them with salt.
Because radish is like the forgotten vegetable.
Dude,
they have a little kick to them.
They'll take on any seasoning you put. You put a little Old Bay on them. I shit you not. A little Old Bay, a little salt.
Yeah.
It's different and it's tasty, especially like this time of year when you just like you get in that funk of, you know, chicken, pizza, quesadillas, Taco Tuesday.
And that's
like, it's just over and over.
And that's kind of where we're at. And like your meals are dictated by practices. Mm-hmm. So Thursday we have swim. So we make like it's usually a pasta dish because easy. Depending on whether she takes him to swim or I take him. If she takes him, it's usually spaghetti and meatballs. If I take him, I might get creative with like a sausage sauce or something. But even today, I made spaghetti and meatballs. I made myself clam sauce. So, because like we had meatball heroes last night. And I was like, spaghetti and meatballs is kind of just like inside out meatball heroes. Like it's the same thing. Yeah. So I just made a pan off to the side. I had 4 cans of chopped clams. I had 5. So I just took one out, made a single, saucepan full of it, did 1.5 pounds of pasta, and then just took my portion of pasta and threw it in the sauce of the clam sauce. Mm-hmm. Delicious.
If you can make it a chunky clam sauce, it's great. But when you go to a restaurant, there's not enough clams in it for me.
So for
clammy.
My ratio is 2. First of all, you got to use chopped clams, not minced.
Yeah. My
ratio is 2 cans of clams per pound of pasta. That gives you a nice amount of clams. And then the treat is, if you have some crusty bread, is then go and sop up all that sauce.
Sure.
Now, my wife likes the flavor of the clam sauce. She does not like clams. So all her clams are in the bowl, so I then get to eat them.
All right, then.
But, yeah. So, no, I'm definitely down with the clam sauce.
So all right. So Thanksgiving, got it covered. We're good. Christmas.
So Christmas, when I was a kid, we always went to midnight. Well, we were Episcopalians, so it wasn't called Mass, but essentially it's midnight Mass.
Sure.
And we would go at that last, even from when I was a real little kid, like we would go at that latest service. And like sometimes we'd take a little nap beforehand. We'd always pass out in the car on the way back. Mm-hmm. But we'd go to that service, so we would have a very late dinner. And my dad would usually make something on Christmas Eve. It would be this super rich, creamy seafood pasta dish. So think like it would have shrimp, scallops, that sort of stuff in a creamy like garlic butter sauce over fettuccine or maybe farfalle or a lighter pasta, salad, everything. Then Christmas dinner would be like beef tenderloin, like one of the big pieces that costs like $190,
right?
That you'd slice. But then at that point, it was my grandmother, aunt, uncle, cousins, everyone was coming over for that. But that was kind of the deal for Christmas. Christmas Eve and Christmas, we always ate well, but it was never a Christmas turkey or a Christmas. I've never even had goose, so I wouldn't even know what a goose tasted like. I don't know that is, I'm not averse to it. I just haven't had the chance to eat one.
Sure.
I'm not a big fan of duck. It's kind of fatty.
Too fancy for me.
Yeah, I had duck on a cruise. It was okay.
Right.
But it was on a cruise, so how good is it going to be on a cruise?
Yeah. If someone's going to make it for me, sure.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't go out of my way to get it.
Yeah.
So for us, we do another turkey, but we also do ham.
Okay.
Ham is more the star in Christmas than the turkey.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I've always wanted to do, and this is more of like an Armenian tradition, roast leg of lamb.
So that's more of an Easter thing for. My grandmother loved lamb. My mother hated it.
Right. Easter, it's big for us on Easter.
Yeah.
But
I like lamb. I like lamb chops. I like lamb and gyro meat. Like I love it, and I'll eat like. I think it's a meat that we don't eat enough of.
Yeah.
It's fatty. It has a gamey flavor. Like it's good.
I'm not a big fan of it as gyro meat, and for me, it's too dried out.
Okay.
Because they put it on the spit and it turns and all that stuff. And
Yeah. Well, a lot of the gyro meat here you get's fake anyway.
yeah, probably. Yeah, it's like it's a mix of like beef and lamb, and
Yeah.
and to me that's if I wanted a hero as they call it, I'd rather be all lamb, but it's too expensive to do it that way.
Now there is a place in Beltsville called Yaya's, and Yaya's actually has so when they make that it's hero meat, they form it around a chain and hang it.
Yep.
And it sits there, and there's a drip pan underneath. And they it's almost like a vegetable peeler, and they just shave it off.
Yeah.
And that's how they do it there. They also have like excellent chef talis, it's almost like a kefta type sausage.
Yeah.
So if you're ever up in Beltsville, check them out, Yaya's. Free plug for Yaya's.
So for me, like there's the leg of lamb, which is it looks like a turkey leg almost. Mm-hmm. But it's much more gamier in flavor. But I haven't yet tackled that because I really don't know what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. The one I really want to try, and this is another of my grandma's recipes. And it's bulgur wheat, which essentially it's coarse cracked wheat.
Okay.
Which is like a rice. It comes off. It's like for me, like it's not like brown rice that comes out a little bit harder than white rice. It comes out as soft as white rice.
Okay.
It's got a little bit of a texture to it, like a little bit of a grittiness to it when you eat it. But what she would do is she would take the lamb, and she always made sure to get the lamb and bones. She wanted the bones. Mm-hmm. And essentially she would brown the meat on the bottom of the pan. And then she would go about boiling and cooking the rice.
Okay.
But now it's got like a lamb broth to it a little bit. Mm-hmm. And then after the bulgur wheat sucks up all the water and the moisture from the lamb, so now the lamb flavor is in the wheat. Mm-hmm. But she would leave the bones and everything in there. So when you got a scoop of it, if you got a bone, either you picked it out, but you would basically suck on the bone because there was so much flavor on it.
Oh, yeah.
And you would suck the marrow out
and
eat that too. But the rice with the meat was fantastic. Mm-hmm. I haven't had it in probably 10 to 15 years.
You're just going to have to do it.
I think I'm going to have to do it.
Yeah.
Because I want my kids to know what it is.
Yeah.
I know my mother would love it because she hasn't had it since my grandmother passed either. My wife wouldn't eat it because she doesn't eat lamb. She doesn't eat red meat. She eats chicken, turkey, fish, that kind of stuff, but she won't go into the beef and lamb arena.
Missing out.
You know.
Hey, so, the choice is hers, but
I married her anyway. You know, it is what it is.
In spite of that.
Yeah. But yeah, so one of these years, and I'm thinking this might be the year to do it, because I've got a Dutch oven.
Yeah.
And a Dutch oven is essentially like a nice sized pot to do something in, because I can brown the meat on the bottom of that. And I could easily make the rice in there without having to take the meat out.
Yeah.
Right. So I might do it in that. But as for other Christmas traditions, Thanksgiving we do the Macy's Day Parade. My wife and the girls wake up. They love
the
watching
kids.
It. But
my wife.
Christmas they do the Disney Parade.
Yeah, my wife and the kids watch it. I mean, really, it's like when they come marching. Like I couldn't care less. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Generally, though, I have an excuse. I'm cooking now. The one thing I am trying to start up, and it's a neighborhood thing, is the Turkey Bowl football game. So I used to play in a game with my buddies. It was all my my hockey friends, and then friends from that I got to know through them that were all members of BBYO, so B'nai B'rith Youth Organization. I'm not Jewish; they all were. I was honorary.
We'll get to the Jewish traditions in a bit. Don't worry.
We'd play this football game, and the chapter that all my friends were in was Herzl AZA. So it was Herzl versus another one, and I would play in this flag football game, and so we do it and then even after, like we do it, we get back together and play in college, and then even after college, a couple of years we got, and then everyone moved on and had kids, and
sure.
So I want to try to bring that back here. I have a roster. I have enough right now to do, and you're a maybe, so just come out and hang out and drink a Bloody Mary.
What time are we thinking?
It's gonna be in the morning.
Yeah, but what time in the morning? That's a big influence for me.
What time do you eat?
You mean like dinner?
On Thanksgiving?
Like 4:30.
Yeah. So, but I'm thinking like 9 to 11.
Oh, I can do that. I thought you were. I didn't know if look, you're an early bird, right?
No,
I didn't know if you were going to
4:30.
say 5 a.m.
No,
right?
no one's going to show up for that.
Right, that's what I mean. Yeah,
Now, granted, I am not above drinking at 5 o'clock in the morning.
no, it's got nothing to do with the drinking. It's a matter of do I want to wake up?
Yeah, no, it's going to be like 9 to 11, so that everyone can show up, have a good time for a couple hours, and then go back and cook and do whatever they got to do.
So, is it just the boys, or is it the families?
So, like,
I mean, I'm good either way. I just want to know what the late, like, how to
the families
this.
can come too. Yeah, so like I'm bringing all the kids.
So here's the problem, though. The kids then want to play.
Well, they don't have to play. You don't have to play. Just hang out.
No, I would play.
Yeah.
But I don't want to deal with kids.
Yeah.
Like, look, I got to deal with my own kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got the nephews coming over later. I got to deal with kids.
Yeah.
Like, this game's going to be serious. We're playing for reals. Gonna keep score.
It's two hands. You can keep score.
No, but I get it. No, honestly, I'll move 5 feet the whole time.
So So I'll play center, but we're only long snapping.
Okay.
I have enough. So right now, there's enough people that have said they'd play. Like we could do an 11-on-11 game.
That may be jeez.
But I think I'm going to do 7-on-7.
Wait. You're not considering. Let's do 7-on-7 so we got some subs because let's face facts. I don't think any of us are in shape enough to play a full game.
No, both ways.
Yeah, no. Oh no. Oh wait, you mean you don't have 22 and 22? Oh.
So, but I think that with the people that have come, that said they're into it, they want to do it, and it'll probably just be a local park around here somewhere that
we'll go to the elementary school.
Yeah,
no one there.
Yeah, and play this football game for a couple of hours, and all right. Happy Thanksgiving.
Right.
So I'd like to do it. I think it would be fun. I know the kids, like the boys, would love it. The kids will have fun. And my thing is, like, every kid will get a touch on the ball. So
there you go, incorporating the kids again. You like your kids way too much.
But here's the thing: you could throw piss missiles at them. So hey, go run this route, and then just throw a laser, and then yell at them when they don't catch it. If you can touch it, you can catch it. So it'll be a good time. So that's the tradition. I'm new. I think you got to start your own stuff as you get.
That is true, especially as adults. Because here's the thing: other adults aren't going to do it. One thing I've noticed is especially in guys, girls are more likely to do it. They're more likely to set up like the monthly mom's night out,
yeah,
or the bi-weekly or the monthly book club or whatever. Most guys are like, forget it, I can just stay at home, right?
Right.
So we don't start anything.
Well, and it's funny because like even nights where everyone's going out, like I'll be sitting there in the house. Aren't you going out with everyone tonight? Yeah.
I guess.
I'm kind of hoping they kind of say, hey, it's canceled. But then when I go out, I have a good time.
Right.
But
and you've always got like one or two guys that are like, this is their time to get out.
Yeah.
Like they're not canceled for anything. Like they could break their ankle the day of, and they're like, no, I'm going.
Yeah, they'll hop in on one leg, holding the other leg under their arm.
Right.
And I'm like, but they like guys will say, oh, But for me, when I'm sitting around the house, I'm like, I could go out to watch the football game at a bar, or I could stay home and not go anywhere and watch the football game by myself on my TV. And when I get tired of it, I can just go to sleep. So
yeah.
But when I do make it out, it's like, I got into it. I had a good time.
I mean, think for guys, it's a lot about the environment, right? So, like, ladies like to go out.
Yeah.
I think guys like to stay in. So, like, when our buddy who moved to Florida had his basement, we would go and watch the hockey games there.
Yeah.
Or a Penn State football game.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not a Penn State football fan, and I'm certainly not a Caps fan. But I went because the couches were comfortable.
Yeah.
I could drink beer.
Yep.
Gonna have some laughs.
Yeah. You can wear exactly what you're wearing right now.
Right. I can wear pajamas. Like the beer is cheap because I'm bringing it,
Yeah.
and it's in my case it would explode.
Yeah. What was up with that?
I don't know. Like it was the High Life Light that kept in the cans that kept exploding.
You need to get a glass bottle.
It was like an entire 18 pack.
Every single one of them.
Every
blew
one
up.
of them. And it wasn't like I jogged over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I brought it upstairs, put it in the car, drove it over, and walked it in.
Yeah.
And for some reason, it just kept exploding. But like for guys, that is a night out.
Yeah.
The difference is though, one guy has to have the night in,
Yeah.
and you've got to have a spouse willing to keep the kids out of the basement,
Right.
Because you don't. At that point, you don't want the kids around because the kids at that point, like, it's late. We tend to do it later at night.
Yeah.
When the kids are in bed, because I don't like. Look, I know it sounds like I don't love my children. I love my children. I like being around them.
Yeah.
But after 9 o'clock,
No,
I don't want to hear from them.
I have told my kids, like, I'm done with parenting,
Right.
and you can't afford my overtime rate. So you need to take your little butt up to your bed. I don't care if you go to sleep.
Right.
Just go upstairs.
Right.
You
got a nightlight. You can read.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
And it's funny. Generally, they go upstairs the second their heads hit the pillow, they go to sleep.
Right.
But no. The thing is, like I don't want to put real clothes on.
No.
And like have to make myself presentable.
And I don't want to pay $5 a beer.
No.
And
then have to tip somebody.
I don't want to go sit in an uncomfortable chair.
Because it's never comfortable.
Never.
Like, oh, let's sit at the bar stools, the tie tops. Like, no. No. I want to lounge back.
I know who, and that's why I feel like it's on one of our buddies or one of us to just turn our basement into what his was.
Yeah.
Like, you got to make it a nice, warm, inviting place. Maybe with a beer. You got to have a fridge, maybe a bar. Seating.
Yeah.
Lots of seating. Lots of comfortable seating.
Because you need twice as many seats as you have people.
Correct.
Because no one's going to sit directly next to anybody else.
I remember you and I had to sit next to each other on a couch one time because too many people came over to his house. And I'm like, this is
sketchy.
It's a little awkward. I think we touched elbows one time.
Too much.
Yeah, it was like, this might make me go home.
I'm still on the floor.
Right. So, I mean, which is why, every time I come down to my basement, I'm like, all right, how far off am I from having this scenario?
Yeah.
I'm probably about a wall or two away in a bathroom.
Yeah, well, I mean, he had a bathroom in his. Did you go upstairs and use the
bathroom? I thought he did.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it was by the stairs.
Or you just walk out the back door and take a piss in the backyard.
That is also true. See, mine, I don't have that. His was a straight out.
Yeah.
Mine, you got to go up 10 steps.
Yeah, mine too.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. My ideal, I'm going to put a bathroom right over there. Now, people can't see this, but I'm pointing to my left where there's a big open space in the window.
In the corner.
I got a quote on that, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, $6,000.
Is your plumbing above is it above grade here?
It would be a macerator toilet.
Okay, so you couldn't use it if the power went. Well, you have the generator, so.
Oh yeah, I mean, but here's the thing though: if the power goes out, I just won't pee down here.
Yeah, or you can pee, just don't poop.
Right.
Yeah, pee can mellow. Yeah, if it's yellow, let it mellow.
The macerator toilet will work down here.
Yeah.
All I need is the macerator toilet and the sink, and a door, and we're good. Maybe in the fan for the exhaust, and we're solid. I found out I don't need the accordion doors anymore because the vent is from the outside now. The air intake is from the outside, so I can swap out those doors. There's the big problem though is the washer and dryer is down here, so I'd have to move it upstairs. Now that project is like 60 grand.
I mean, it's not. I mean, really, you just close them. Not a big deal.
Well, I mean, it's not like it's running.
Yeah.
I mean, we're down here now. Nobody's hearing it here because it's not
Right.
running. The problem is with the seating. You know, like if that wall's not here, imagine what I can do with seating. Like,
Yeah.
right now, I see the seating, and it's just like this is not set up at me now. Or we could move the I'm going to put in air quotes studio. We could move the studio or make it a little more portable. But that'd have to be a whole other topic of what we
Yeah.
do with that. But because right now, I mean, for people that don't know, it's basically an octagon. Is this? Yeah, an octagon poker
Is
table
it? Yeah.
with the felt
Stupid
and the
counting. Counting the sides as we're talking. Yes, there's 8 sides.
it's got the felt inside.
It's like the MMA octagon.
Right, with with the wood on the exterior, with the cup holders and the pockets for the chips, and it's a very nice poker table. It's super sturdy, super heavy, and we basically have the microphones anchored into the cup holder. So we took the cup holder out, so now there's like the hole in the table, and we just clamped the microphones down to the cup holder, or the empty cup holder. So it's not like we can just take it down from when we want to watch a game.
See, your basement's nicer than mine.
It's partially finished. It's not
I
finished.
mean, mine counts as partially finished. At least you have drywall. I just have painted cinder block. But I have carpet.
Right.
But it's only carpet in the basic academic sense. It's like classroom, high traffic carpet.
I'm not too worried about the carpet because in our buddy's basement, it was like that fake wood
Yeah, it was
flooring.
like Pergo.
Yeah,
or
so I'm
whatever.
not worried about that.
Yeah.
It's a matter of how can we arrange the seating to get more seating. Now, I guess you could turn this, get into the couch, put it that way. You got the couch over there. So you got 4-ish seats,
Yeah.
even though the total you probably have, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but you really only got room for 4.
Yeah.
So, 4, is that really enough? I don't know.
So I've got 2 love seats in my basement.
Mm-hmm.
And mainly I'll just get down there and watch a game. Sometimes the Xbox is down there, so the kids will be down there. But if I got better seating, I'd have people come over and watch a game. I don't care. It's just all my weightlifting stuff is down there too. But it's off to the side, so
We could get real geeky, and we could just do like a video conference for all of us.
I'm not doing that. I'm going to ignore you.
That'd be the alternative reality method.
Yeah.
we do it in the metaverse.
Like, look, I had to sit on all these Zooms today at work. I want to do it off.
Right.
I mean, are you sure I can swear and yell and on the friend Zoom, but
Right.
no, I don't want to do a Zoom.
All right, we staggered off of Christmas traditions,
We did.
and we're at an hour and almost 3 minutes. Other than that, we really don't do much. So like, we do like 3 or 4 Christmases because I gotta get my brother in there because he doesn't come on Christmas Day. He goes to his the other families. My brother-in-law, they go to his wife's family, so we could do another one with them. My in-laws and my mom, they come over on Christmas Day, so we do about 3 Christmases all together. But then for us, we also because we're living in the sin more or less because we're a split religion household, and rather than picking one religion and sticking with it, we just said we're going to celebrate both of them entirely.
I'm sure the wallet loves.
Come this time of year. Dude, let me tell you something about Hanukkah. All right, Jewish kids think they're not getting out or making out all right because they only get Hanukkah and they don't get Christmas. Yeah, Hanukkah's 8 gifts though.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. 4 out of 8, maybe 5 out of 8 is like underwear and socks. It's like the stocking on Christmas.
Yeah.
But then you get like 3 gifts that are legit, right? So now imagine like 3 legit gifts and some stocking gifts. But then you get to Christmas, and you get more stocking gifts and more legit gifts.
Yeah.
Only for more people now.
Yeah.
My kids make out like bandits, dude. Like we didn't think this through.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and it's not like you could just say, well, Hanukkah's only gonna be 4 days this year. We can't pull that on them. They already know.
Yeah.
They know it's 8 days.
8 crazy days.
Eight crazy nights. Actually, I believe
Yeah.
it's 8 crazy nights.
Okay.
because the oil.
Yeah.
Well, good stuff. But then we also do the other Jewish holidays as well, which not as fun. Like I'll give this to Christianity. Like you turned Easter into something fun with the Easter Bunny,
Yeah,
even
well,
though the bunny has nothing to do with it.
I poo-poo the Easter Bunny.
Really?
Oh, so since I converted to Catholicism, they say nothing's worse than like a reformed addict. So like I'm like the Easter Bunny. So we're having this talk about like there's Santa Claus. You have to keep that ruse going.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's the Tooth Fairy.
Hold on. We got to rewind this real quick. If you're a parent and you got a kid in the car, you might want to hit pause real quick.
But the kid doesn't know what ruse means.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, what if they don't even want to have that awkward conversation?
Yeah.
Like, Daddy, what's rouge mean? Yeah, no, we don't need to have that.
It's French. Rouge means red.
Yeah, right. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
So, and then you
Disclaimer
have to
made.
keep the Tooth Fairy going, and the Easter. I said, I told my wife, I said, I don't have energy for this. I said, where'd the Tooth Fairy money come from? It came from me. And the Easter Bunny. It's stupid. It has nothing to do with anything. I mean, it takes some roots back down to like spring and.
Don't justify this.
No.
Don't
It's
justify this.
Dumb. And you know what? The Easter Bunny's creepy. Like a giant rabbit, like unblinking eyes with a permanent smile. No thanks. So, yeah. I don't have time for it. So, we're going to go do Stations of the Cross. Thank you very much.
Be happy you're not taking them to Opus Dei where they got to slap their back with the whip.
Yeah, that's next. But yeah, so I don't have a whole lot of, and Easter really is the bigger holiday than Christmas.
Yeah, that's the religious one.
Yeah.
Of the two.
Yeah, and I think the problem I have with Christmas, and I think everyone is, it's so commercialized. And then this time of year it drives me nuts. Like I can't stand the Lexus commercials with the giant bows with yuppies buying each other $80,000 cars. F you.
Right. Especially now that they're like even the cheaper ones are $60,000.
Yeah, they come out of their postmodern house and here's a Lexus and a giant bow and happy Honda days. F you. It's not happy.
Or the stupid the GMC ones now.
Oh.
Where he buys 2 trucks and the wife takes the one he wants.
Yeah, dude,
He takes the color he wants.
Grow a set.
Yeah.
You're driving the Terrain and she just took the 2500 Denali.
Yeah.
You're an asshole.
Right.
I don't even feel bad for you.
Right.
You let that happen.
Your wife doesn't love you.
Yeah. She's going to go beat her boyfriend in your truck.
Right.
Good job.
She knew which one you wanted. She took it anyway. That's the divorce.
Yeah. So,
Right. Get the papers together right now.
Go visit your divorce attorney.
Right.
You're going to drive to Bachelor Arms Apartments in your Terrain. Douche.
And the 4-cylinder one of that.
Yeah. Not even all-wheel drive. Yeah, you can tell how I feel about these commercials.
Right. Well, oddly enough, so you're still kind of partially in the world of live TV.
Yeah.
My kids barely ever see live TV. Every once in a while, I'll let them put on Boomerang.
Okay.
But for the most part, they're all streaming off of either like a Netflix or like our home server.
Yeah.
And it's I mean, most of it, I'd say most of it is probably from them seeing it on Netflix because that's the one we pay for. Mm-hmm. Everything else is just something I've heard about. Like every once in a while, I'll check for something that's like good for kids or whatever the next popular show is, and I'll put it on like our server for them, just so they have something to watch. But the thing they don't see commercials, right? Mm-hmm. So they don't know what the popular toys unless they see it at their friend's house.
Yeah.
Or I mean, don't we run the Boomerang? The commercials all the time on that thing.
See,
they're pumping them out.
It's weird. My kids are not into toys.
Yeah.
So my oldest he's just sports. It's like fall ball, baseball just ended. He's watching football and he's getting ready to start basketball. It's just sports, sports, sports. My middle, he's into, he loves to draw. So he loves art. So like we just get him, and he's actually pretty good at it. So
Did you get him an Osmo?
What's that?
So the Osmo, it's almost like it projects the drawing
I've seen that
onto the table.
Yeah.
And you put the piece of paper underneath the projection.
Yep.
And they can essentially trace the drawing.
Yeah, so like you can put it on a tree outside, and then you can. Yeah, I've seen that, and that's actually I need to talk to my wife about getting him that.
It's a neat thing.
Yeah, and then my youngest, he's about to turn 5, and he wants to be a fighter pilot in the Navy, and he watches all his toys are airplanes, blocks. He builds aircraft carriers out of blocks. He puts, he makes when we go to the store, if it's just me and him, of course I'm a sucker. So, Daddy, can I have a toy? Yep, it's a die-cast airplane.
I'll tell you what, the toys for boys, man.
So much cooler.
Now, I was going to say they got worse.
Oh, really?
For him, one of the best toys would have either been Transformer.
Yeah.
Because
it's a robot and a plane.
Starscream was a plane.
Yeah.
And Megatron.
Yeah.
No, not Megatron. What was the dude's name? The head bad guy. Anyway, he was also a plane.
Yeah.
No, he was a gun.
Yeah.
The Starscream would use.
Yeah.
There was another plane though. There were 2 planes. I forgot who they were.
I forget what. Yeah.
And then Mask.
Mm-hmm. The Camaro that flew with the gold wing doors. Yep.
Right. I mean,
I thought you were comparing boy toys to girl toys, which obviously
the girls' toys are the same garbage. It's dolls. It's plush animals. Like that's what my kids want. They want.
Was that LOL surprise or whatever?
Dude, don't get me started on that garbage. I swear to God, all it is, it's a hollow ball that the kids open up, and there's like 5 mini toys in it that are completely useless.
It's just vacuum cleaner fodder.
They literally it's like an outfit for the so you get like a little miniature doll, like about it fits in the palm of your hand.
Mm-hmm.
There's like an outfit for it, a little baby pet, like a purse or accessory, and some shoes or some boots.
That just sounds stupid.
They use it for like 6 seconds, and then they forget about it, the whole thing.
And it becomes vacuum cleaner fodder.
The purpose of the toy is that they open it up and see what's inside.
Like a Kinder egg.
Yes.
At least you get to eat that.
Yes. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, but they love it and they buy it, and so someone's a genius.
Yeah.
Because they sell these things for like $8, and everything, the whole thing included,
probably cost 32 cents to land it here.
It costs more to ship it to this country from Thailand or wherever the hell it's made. It's the dumbest thing. But of course, but they sell them in like 4 packs.
Yeah.
So the kids get 4 things to open and 4 dolls they're never going to use. Like we have a bin of them. And like every once in a while the little one will play, but she's 7.
Yeah.
She's going to do this like one, but like my 10-year-old wanted one. Like, what are you going to do with it? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And the one big gift we're going to get them, I could say it on here. We're probably going to get them a Switch.
Okay.
So my niece has a Switch, and her whole family. Because I asked my brother. My brother's like was a really good gamer back in the day. Mm-hmm. Like he could pick up the game, beat it in 3 hours. And he was one of those people. Me, I played for 6 hours, 3 weeks. I could never do it. There was always a part I couldn't get through. Anyway, he said the Switch is probably one of the best systems for families.
Okay.
Especially if you like the old Mario games.
Yeah. Well,
so
we have
Mario.
Switch.
It's like Mario Party, Mario Kart. Yeah. And so I think we're going to get them that, and we'll get the extra 2 controllers. So we each have our own controller, and we'll go that route. Other than that, I just it pains me to get like the garbage that they want.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I wanted the crap But like I wanted when I was young, I wanted Hot Wheels, Mask, Voltron.
Yeah.
You know, I think those were cool.
Yeah, G.I. Joe.
And I played with them for more than a day.
Oh, yeah.
And like these toys, they're straight junk.
It's disposable.
That's exactly what they are.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so when we wake up Christmas morning, kids open up the stockings. They wait for me to wake up till they get their toys because I don't wake up early for this. Like you will wait, you know. And then we go about our day. We have our dinner. They watch the Disney parade, because they like all the singing and dancing and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then we go about, and we do that. You know, other than the parade, we do Christmas like 3 times because we got to get everyone in. And
Yeah, so this year we're doing Christmas Day at our house, and then the very next day we're driving down to North Carolina.
Yeah.
So, and that's fun. We might even drive down Christmas Day. Let them open their toys.
you got about what, 5 hours, 6 hours down there?
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
No. The thing is, it's shorter distance-wise than driving to Long Island. Or it's shorter distance-wise to drive to Long Island. But that drive is awful.
Right.
To go south to Wilmington, like once I got out of Northern Virginia, the speed limit jumps up to 75, like 70, like it's set to cruise and just roll.
You've got the Easy Pass, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, if you can time it where you're hitting south of D.C., Northern Virginia, around like 1 or 2, you then get access to the
Southbound Easy Pass.
the southbound lanes, the pay lanes.
Yeah.
Dude, it makes a world of difference.
Oh, yeah.
We hit that with the RV. We flew by everything.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I would have paid 3 times the amount we paid to do that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would have paid, it's only $28? I would have paid 60.
Yep. But no doubt. I
Yeah.
definitely would. I mean, I think it was like $8, but
Yeah.
I mean, I would have paid $24 for that. Mm-hmm. Hands down.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no, that I will admit, like, I do tend to like going, I guess, south on 95. Even though like the traffic sucks, once you get past the traffic, it's beautiful country down there.
Oh, yeah.
But I also like going up to Pennsylvania. The only problem with going up into like southern Pennsylvania is it's really hilly, and for the RV, it's a little tough.
Yeah.
Like when you go down through 95, it's pretty flat.
Oh, yeah. It's all coastal plain.
Yeah.
Especially if you're like going the Wilmington side, like it's just flat. So, but that's we're gonna start doing that, especially with her parents moving down there. So we'll be driving, and then all her cousins, aunts, uncles are all down there too. So it'll be
You hit them up all at one time.
get to see them all, and they're fun. That's the fun side of the family. So
Now here's the key thing: do you have a place to stay?
yeah,
Anyone willing to house all 5 of you?
yeah.
right.
Yeah, my in-laws because they moved down there. So
Oh, all right then. And the dog, take the dog with you.
we usually get someone to watch the dog.
Do you?
Just because he's a dick. And he's a sweet little dog. I'm saying that to just avoid the fight later. But Molly, I would take Molly down there in a heartbeat. Mm-hmm. This one, no. Every bad behavior a dog can have, he has. So he's going to run away. He's probably going to nip somebody, not out of aggression, just out of playing. He's going to steal someone's food. He's definitely humping somebody. He's going to run away.
He sounds like a blast.
He's going to bark. He's going to dig a hole. Yeah, every bit. He's going to pee in somebody's house. Every bad thing he can do, he's going to do. So
sounds like a party right there.
yeah, it's like living with a frat bro.
Right, basically, yeah.
He humped someone. He peed on the floor. Got into a fight.
Right. Yeah, I mean that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
It's just an 18-year-old boy in college. It's his first year. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed hearing what we're going to do on the holidays. Maybe we'll do another Christmas one or Hanukkah one as we get closer, maybe just after, to kind of talk about how our holidays went. But we do hope that you have a happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas. If we don't end up talking about it before then, we do thank you for listening. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Head to drivewaybeerspodcast.com. Click on that link for private internet access, either on the right-hand side or all the way down at the bottom. this holiday season, share this podcast with somebody. Since you're listening, you obviously enjoyed listening to the show, since this one was another hour and 20-minute episode. So if you enjoy it, imagine that someone else will enjoy it as well. So maybe share it with them in the holiday spirit.
This could be your gift to them.
This could be your gift to them. That is right.
If someone gave me this podcast for a gift, I'd be pretty pissed off.
right?
But you try. Something you don't like.
Like, okay, where's the real gift? Like, no, really. Where is it? No, but we do thank you. And, going through November, this year seems to be flying by. And hopefully there'll be many more episodes to come. So thank you again. Happy Thanksgiving.